Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you how I sublimated a 30-ounce tumbler using 8.5-inch sublimation paper. Now I did this in Silhouette Studio and I'm gonna take you on the journey of how I did it. Now if this is something you're interested in, please do continue watching. I used my tumbler press to press the design on, and I'm going to show you the materials that I have used to get this done. Now remember to hit that like button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. So if this is something you are interested in, I'm going to take you into Silhouette Studio and we will get it done. Hi guys, we are in Silhouette Studio. Now this is the image that I want to sublimate using the 30-ounce tumbler. Now this is a 30-ounce tumbler design, but I still would have to go ahead and size it based on the tumbler that I am using. So I thought about using two different ones. I thought about using this one and I thought about using this one and also this one right here, but I'm going to do this one. Now, the first thing you want to do, you have to know the size of the tumbler that you're working with. For my tumbler, the height that I'm working with is a 9.1. So the tumbler is about 9 inches, but I added a little extra allowance on the width and also on the height. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want it to go all the way underneath the tumbler where the paper will fold, but because I will have to use this technique, I will have to put a little bit more allowance than I need. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open my lock proportion right here, and I'm going to make the height 9.1, and my width I'm gonna make it 10.1. Now that would fit the tumbler that I'm going to make. The next thing I'm going to do is I am gonna go over here to my trace panel. It looks like a little butterfly, and I'm going to click on it. I'm then going to select trace area. So the part that says select trace area, I'm gonna click on it, and then you're gonna see this little cross that comes up. What you're gonna do, you're going to select the area in which you want to be traced. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm going to take it and I'm gonna determine where I want to cut it. No, I don't want to cut it anywhere in the white area. So I'm trying to avoid that section, and I want to cut it somewhere around here. But I also want to be mindful of the size paper that I have, right? So I want to cut it somewhere about around here would be okay. And I'm gonna click on it. So what's gonna happen when you select the area, it's gonna become yellow. But what I want you to do is go down where it says threshold, and you're going to take it all the way up to 100% until it gets very yellow. After you do that, you're going to go down to the bottom and you're going to select trace and detach. After you do that, there are a few things that's gonna happen. It's gonna look like nothing happened, but you're gonna see that I could take this and I could move it out the way. Okay? And also you're going to see that this part is left. This part is left also. So what you're going to do now is that you're going to go back to your page setup, the page at the top, and select it. Now for media size, you're going to change it to letter size paper. Now you're going to fit it on it to see if when you put it on it, it will print, and you'll have at least a 1/4 inch at the side. This is okay for me because if you look over this side, you see that I have a little bit more left room that I could work with. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to print this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up here where it says File, Print, and I'm going to print this out. So I'm going to press print. It's going to search for my device. I'm going to select this printer and I'm going to put press preference. I'm going to print this in portrait mode. That's important. My letter size is 8.5 by 11. I'm going to do a job preview, and then I'm going to ensure that mirror is turned on. So here you go over more options. You see mirror. It's ensure that that is turned on, and you're gonna press OK and then print. Now I'm gonna cancel this, and then I'm going to take this one off my mat, and I'm gonna put the other piece, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna press print, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna print this piece also. So I'm gonna print this and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, so these are the tumblers that I'm gonna use for this video, okay? I got this on Amazon, and I'm gonna show you how to measure the tumblers. So it comes with a sleeve wrap, but I'm not gonna use this because I'm using a tumbler press. So what you want to do is to take your tape measure, and you're going to measure from the tip down to the bottom. You see that that is about 9.1 inches for me. And then you're going to take it, you're going to measure it all the way around to find the width. And you'll see that that is about 10 inches for me. See, it's about 10 inches. So that's okay. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I printed it out. One thing I needed to remember to do is to remember to mirror your image. So if you notice, I mirrored mine, and this is the larger piece, this is the smaller piece. On this side is the piece that I'm going to join here, because you notice it has a little speckled white in it, so I know that that is the side. So you need to try to use something to mark which side is the side that you're going to join if you're going to have a design like mine. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work with this one. So what I usually do when I'm sublimating my tumblers is that I cut off all the white on one side, and on the other side I leave white for the overlap. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to leave this side for the overlap because I don't want to be pulling on this side. So I'm going to leave this side for the overlap, and then I'm going to cut off all the white on this side and all the white on this side also. And I'm going to leave the white at the top and the bottom so that I could match it up on this side. So you're going to need regular tape, and you're going to need heat tape. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take off all the white from this side. Ensure that all the white is off. This is very important because if you don't take the white off, then you're going to have a line on your tumbler, and you don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna take all the white off, and I'm gonna be very careful with this. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side right here. I'm gonna take all the white off. Now this part is very important, especially on this side, because that's the side where the overlap is gonna be. So I'm going to trying my best to get it without any white showing. Okay, don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself on this step. Just take your time to do it. I would have used my scissors, and I don't want to take off a lot either. Okay, so I'm gonna okay, so that is fine. The next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to, let's see if this is gonna be too much of an overlap. You're gonna match it up, and when you're matching it up, please ensure that there is no white showing underneath. Okay, so you're gonna match it up like this. So I'm gonna take my regular tape, and I'm gonna put a piece right here. I'm gonna ensure that I get it quite nicely. This looks okay. I'm gonna put my tape here just to hold it down. And then I'm gonna do the same thing at the bottom. Like this. So this looks okay. I'm gonna put a tape right there. Not on the sublimated part, because this is gonna be cut off. Now this looks okay. Ensure that no white is showing. This looks okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna turn it over like this, and I'm gonna use my heat tape, and I'm gonna tape it down. I'm gonna turn it around to check if it's okay. Okay. Now it does look fine to me. I'm just gonna put a longer piece just to ensure that it is okay. I don't want this part to lift, so okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to trim off the top and the bottom. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean my tumbler. And I'm going to match it up. I'm gonna turn it over like this. And remember, this part goes on the bottom and this part, the overlap, goes to the top. So I'm gonna do that. And the reason why I did the overlap on this side is because I did not want to pull this side so much. I wanted to pull that part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this side. Gotta get my tape. I'm gonna pull this side. Okay. And what you want to do is wrap this tight as you can. So what I do, I run my nail along this area. And I want to show you something. I did not take it all the way down at the bottom here, okay? Because I didn't want it to ghost and have bubbles, so I didn't take it down, but you could if you don't mind it. Going to rotate this piece of tape here and run it along this side. Like this. Ensure that it is nice and smooth. And then I'm going to tape the top so that no air goes inside. Just wrap it all the way over. I'm gonna do the same thing for the bottom. Over. Okay. What I do, I run it over. Okay. Okay guys, so this is the tumbler press that I'm gonna use to sublimate. I have it where it's not on, but I'll have to adjust these in order for this to fit. So I'm gonna see if I close it, it won't close, so I'll have to adjust it, the pressure. Okay, I think that's okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to first sublimate it to the front, Then I'm gonna, after 60 seconds, I'm gonna turn it this way, and then I'm gonna sublimate the end and the top. Okay, so it's finished. We're gonna see how it turned out, and I'm super excited. I can't wait. It's still hot, but I can't wait to see how well it did. Or ooh, still hot, but I can't wait. Ooh, all right, come on. Wow. All right, guys. This is it. This is it. All right, guys. This is it. This is the result. No, this, I don't, this is where this is where I joined it from. The reason why you might notice is that it has a little bit of, it's like bleeding on this side. You see, you can't even tell, but that is where I joined it from. And this is the back seam right here. That's the back seam, but you can hardly see it. Look at this, guys. This is the result. 8.5 by 11 sheet. Now it's not gonna be seamless, right? But it is pretty amazing. This is where I joined it from. I'm not sure if you can see that. You can't even tell where it is joined from, but this is the result, guys, using Silhouette Studio. Now, if you find any value at all in this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.